Let's be honest, you've seen people online your age making money trading Forex. Flashy charts, big profits, and trading from their phones in Bali like it's nothing. But when you try to learn it, it's a whole different ballgame. You're totally lost. It feels like everyone is speaking a different language. And I've been in your shoes, I've been there. It's confusing, overwhelming, and even discouraging. That's why I made this video. It is not to sell you a hype, but to give you the real, clear steps to start trading Forex in 2025. This is the only beginner's guide you will need. Honest, simple, and powerful. So let's get right into it. What is Forex? You probably have seen it in international airports. Forex means foreign exchange. In simple terms, it's a business of trading one currency for another. You're buying one and selling another. It's like you're betting the euro will rise against the US dollar. It is the largest market in the entire world. Over $7 to $8 trillion is traded every single day. It runs 24 hours Monday through Friday, and you trade in pairs like Euro USD or GBP JPY. And no, it's not gambling. It's a skill, and you're about to learn it the right way. Now that you know what Forex is, let's look into the tools you will need to actually start trading in 2025. So here is the main tools you will need, right? Besides Wi-Fi, of course. Something most beginners don't realize is you'll be using two tools when you trade. The first tool is going to be TradingView.com. It is free. You can sign up online. This is where you analyze. This is your charting platform. This is where you read the charts, mark your levels, study price action, and plan your trades. Think of it like your whiteboard, where you break the game down before kickoff. But planning is only half the battle. So let's talk about the execution. We execute on MetaTrader 4 or 5. This is where you execute. MT4 or MT5 is your trading platform. This is where you open and close trades, set stop loss and take profit levels, and even connect to your broker or prop firm and manage live trades. TradingView again is where you plan, and MT5, MT4 is where you play. So pause this video right now, go ahead and download your MetaTrader through your broker or your app store right now. Now that you've got the tools, but before you even trade, before you hit buy or sell, there is something actually very important you need to do first. Before you start anything, you need to understand the game. So you need to learn the game before you even trade. If you were learning how to box, you wouldn't just jump into a fight on day one. And same with Forex, right? You've got to build your foundation and your fundamentals. So you start at babypips.com. It's 100% free, easy to follow, and you don't learn a profitable strategy, but this is where you start building your foundation. So go step by step, starting with your preschool course and finish the entire course. The key things to focus on is what moves the currencies, news, interest rates, or politics, or even how to read the candlestick charts. Also, understanding risk management is very important because you need to know how to protect your account. It's like Forex University minus all the student loans. But once you've got those basics down, then you're starting to get ready to understand how to build a strategy. So let me show you something most beginners totally miss when they first start trading. So as we go deeper into this video, I want to get into the juicy parts. The secrets that most beginners miss when they start is time frame correlation. This concept changed everything for me, right? Most beginners start at the 1 minute or 5 minute charts, panicking every move because it's happening so fast. But smart traders like you, like me, start with the bigger picture, because that's where the real market movers play, right? We use multiple time frames. We have our anchor time frame, which we start with a daily or 4 hour, and we find our key zones. Then we drop down to our execution time frame, whether it's a 1 hour, 15 minute, or 5 minute, and we use this time frame to find our entries. So it's like using a GPS, right? Is you zoom out, you see the whole route, then you make your next turn. Same with time frame correlation. It gives you the clarity and the confidence you need. Now that you're seeing the market the way I see it very clearly, here's where I come in, right? The next thing you need to do is to actually just follow me, right? We'll slow it down a little bit. Follow me. You're probably wondering, why should I follow Dizzy? So why follow me? What makes my journey worth your time? Because again, I'm not standing in front of a Lambo pretending it's easy. I started with nothing, no mentor, no paid course, just me, my laptop, internet, and I've learned a lot from failure. I've blown accounts after accounts, I've doubted myself, but I didn't quit. I learned, I grew, and now I trade with peace and purpose and confidence. And I bring you with me. And if you follow me, you're not just watching trades, you're joining a movement where we're not here to really flex. We're here to actually grow and become profitable traders. And here's what I've learned and I want to teach you to help you guys understand is study market structure. Trade structure, not guesses. Be cool with missing trades. And small risk and smart targets, aim for a 1, 2, 3 risk to reward. The calm trader always wins. And the next thing you need to know is very, very valuable, but this is gonna help you become consistent. So let's get right into it. This is a strategy that has helped me become a lot more consistent, and it's super simple. All right, guys, so what I'm about to show you guys is the MST strategy, right? It's momentum scalp trading, and I highly use this on London Opens or New York Opens. So typically what you'll do is you need to find your anchor time frame. And so for me, my anchor time frame is going to be the 1 hour time frame. So we look at the 1 hour time frame, and again, like I said, is trade structure, respect structure, right? That's going to always be what you follow. You need to follow the market structure. So the 1 hour time frame is going to be my anchor time frame, where I overview the higher time frame structure. And so let's go ahead and break down this structure here. You can see just by looking at this right here, right? We have a breaker structure that price happened right over here. So price creates a low, high, and a lower low. Okay. So we know that right now price was in a downtrend, right? Low, high, lower, low. But the moment that price actually broke above and closed above the last lower high that was created, this was the last lower high that was created, the market created a MSS, which is also known as a market structure shift. So then what you'll do now, right, is you're going to go ahead and find a supply and demand level. Price go again. Right, this is a extreme area of supply right over here. This is a supply actually, or I'm sorry, this is the demand level. And then also you have another demand level right here. So I like to wait till price taps into that demand level, so you can see clearly that price did tap into that demand. Then you're gonna go down to your execution time frame. Therefore, I'm gonna go down to the smaller time frame, right, which is a 5-minute time frame. Now, what I'm looking for, again, is price tap into this demand, but we have a counter trend coming down. So what I'm waiting for, right, is for a 5-minute MSS. But also, I'm looking for 3 things. AMD, accumulation, manipulation, and distribution, okay? So you can see here, market drove down to the downside even more, right? We're just waiting, being patient, right? And boom, price again is in a downtrend. So you guys can see right now, this is the 1 hour counter trend retracement, right? So this is a temporary downtrend. What we're trying to do is align our higher time frames all together, making sure that price again is in the supply and demand before we even enter, right? So you can see here, this is some sort of accumulation that was forming. The way I see accumulation is where market is just moving sideways and we have price is taking out a low point. So you can see how price took out the lows. Then we can ideally see price gonna target these highs because there is resting liquidity to the upside, okay? But again, always respect structure. You can see how price again creates a lower low, high, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Now we're just waiting, right, to see what this 5-minute does. I'm only entering the moment price breaks above the previous lower high, which you can see right here. Price closed above the previous lower high. So this was a market structure shift. Now we can say that our 1 hour is bullish and our 5-minute is bullish. So what I'll do here is I'll enter at the breakout, put my stop loss at these lows. This is a 9-pip stop loss, and I'm going to target, because I know price is going to come up higher here, I'm probably going to target a nice 1 to 2, okay, because we also have resting liquidity to the upside. So now that we have entered the trade, this is how the trade will typically play out, right? We have that deeper retracement, and then boom, right? Price hits our TP. Very, very simple, and that's pretty much it, right? It's just structure and patience, and that's all you need. All right, guys, but even with a great strategy, there are traps that kill your progress. So let's talk about what actually not to do. So here's what to avoid. And trust me, I've made all these mistakes as a beginner, and I highly encourage you not to do the same. Do not overtrade. Overtrading is the biggest mistake. And then risking too much, chasing signals, trading based on emotions, right? Forex will test your patience and your mindset. But if you stay calm, follow your plan, and trust the process, you will grow. I've seen it over 7 years. So now, let's just wrap things up here. Here's what to do right now as we end this video. Number one is go to babypips.com, complete the beginner course. It helps you build your foundation. The second thing is start marking up your zones on TradingView, right? Your supply and demand levels. And number three, follow me in all socials. And number four, practice on the demo account and treat it like it's real money. Don't skip the steps. This isn't a lottery. It's a skill that it can serve you for life. One final thing before you go. Right? If this video gave you clarity, imagine what we'll do when we trade together. So hit the link in the description. I share all my free signals. I host free live sessions where you can watch me break down charts and call trades in real time. And again, I don't want followers forever. I want to teach you guys enough so you don't need me. Subscribe, like, and comment below. Focus. If you're serious about this journey, I read every single one of them.